Let us then resolve to embark on a new and more frugal era, embracing a solemn responsibility.
Oh, Henry, not another speech about your frugal vision. Pretty dry, Henry. Pretty dreary, if you ask me.
Which I did not, and I did not find a note of sobriety inappropriate for my office.
Sobriety. Absolutely. Cheerless is the word. I've seen more hopeful expressions at the foot of the gallows.
They at least don't have half the nobles in the kingdom trying to take their place. Look here, a poet from Stratford-on-Avon has quoted me as saying, "Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown."
You do make it sound like a yoke fit for the heavier oxen.
My supposed gloom is the only thing these minstrels ever sing about me. They call me a tightwad, a killjoy, a dullard. The troubadours sing of it, and the bards compose verse about it.
Well, you should pay them, dear, instead of so generously making them a part of your frugal vision. If you win lavish praise, give them a raise. If you win glory told, cough up some gold, Henry.
The other kings were human too. There's old King Edward, a royal showman, a glory spendthrift with haunt to go, an outrageous tax for each gilded axe. Why can't they sing about that?
Because spendthrifts are in the habit of paying people.
I'll pay no poets to sing my praises. I'll do nothing that spending raises. They sing of Arthur and his round table, and his most skillful of knights so bold. Instead of a spear, he tossed Guinevere. Why can't they sing about that?
What are you trying to say?
With Guinevere, he liked to dance a lot, even more, to use his Lancelot.
Oh, my.
The other kings, they never fought them or even doubted them. The troubadour has raised their score, and how much I would like to hear. Good job, your majesty. Another ruler was deemed so holy, and I'm presuming the reason why. This holiest Rex said grace before sex. Why can't they sing about that?
For what he's about to receive, hard to believe.
In horizontal mode, he sang in praises high. Now they'll never ask the reason why. My predecessor's a king-size spender. He wears the finest in silk underwear. His royal tush on a purple cushion. Why can't they sing about that?
And what kind of undergarments do you wear, Henry?
Horse woven. I even sit in my frugality.
Now, why can't they sing about that?
They sing of Richard the Lion-hearted. He rode in echoing armor fine. With thunder depart, he often would.
Oh, Henry!
Well, he must have.
I trust he did it with royal authority.
Why can't they sing about that?
Your frugal vision does not inspire them. They call you duller, a budget color. They've cut your staff to the bone. Alone, your majesty.
Someday they'll call me the great Saint Miser, a budget warrior with slashing pen, a ruler divine, a great bottom line. They're sure to sing about that.
Pardon, your majesty.
Well,
I found the prince. He's dressing for court now and will be with you presently.
you found him. Where was he this time?
In Eastcheap, my lord.
Eastcheap? Where in Eastcheap? What lowly company has he come into now?
In a tavern, my lord. The Boar's Head.
The Boar's Head? The foulest contagion of thieves, whoremasters, and cutthroats in all England? The future king of the Boar's Head? When the prince has made himself presentable, if that's possible, send him to my chamber at once.
Yes, your majesty.
I know you think there's a bright side to everything. Then tell me one good thing about the Prince of Wales. Reputation goes on before him. He slightly staggers and then falls down. He meets a bender with quick surrender. I'm sure they'll sing about, bring down the king about. I'm sure they'll sing about that.
Alphonse has requested audience.
Very well.
An honor, your majesty.
You've news regarding my wishes, I presume?
I do, majesty. I must admit that when I first heard your wish that your son's union be blessed with such a considerable dowry, I had little hope of finding a suitable match. Miraculously, though, there is a wealthy merchant in South London who has always aspired to nobility. It also happens that he has never been able to arrange a match for his eldest daughter.
Ooh, I agree. This sounds encouraging.
To begin with, she has the most attractive, solemn nature. A perfect balance for the temperament of the prince, which you have described as overly zealous.
I used a less quotable word, but thank you for your diplomacy.
She is of strong character as well, majesty, with virtue that has never been challenged. I believe your son would benefit greatly from her maturity and steadfast nature. Ah, we have here the Prince of Wales.
Yes, the Prince of Wales.
How fortunate that you should arrive here just as I was about to reveal the charms of the Lady Isadora for the pleasure of the king and queen. Your majesty, may the prince be the first to see it.
As you wish.
A special moment, my prince. Look first at her eyes. Try to see the soul within. And know that she longs for the look of pleasure in your eyes as you gaze on her for the very first time.
You may show the painting at your pleasure, Alphonse.
Yes, of course. Are you ready?
Quite ready.
There, my prince! I did mention that her father agreed to the dowry you asked.
She is beautiful.
Does her countenance come as a pleasant surprise, my prince?
Oh, a surprise, most certainly.
And you will find her most eager. I know what young men think about.
Oh, I'm certain you don't know my mind quite so well.
Why then speak truthfully? You do have a say in this, I'm certain.
Well, I'm certain that my father will make whatever arrangements he sees fit. Now, as to the lady's soul, there is no doubt that it is quite beautiful. Nature usually grants something.
Hal, you'll show Alphonse due respect. For my thoughtless son, I apologize. I'm certain it was an ill-advised jest. Let us meet tomorrow without the Prince of Wales. Before that time, he'll make amends.
I believe he should.
In one breath, you probably destroyed an alliance that's taken months to cultivate.
And in that same breath, I spared you the pain of having ugly grandchildren.
Only a fool marries for beauty. This may be the worst day of my life.
Well, my husband, what shall it be?
It was certain that I was and then rendered foolish by your beauty, but reason prevailed and I married you for your other fine qualities.
Nicely done.
In any case, Hal, it's the prince's lot to marry for the good of his kingdom, not for the good of his whim. Your companions at the Boar's Head have corrupted your values, as well as your manners, as well as your reputation, and mine.
And I envy every one of those companions who get to do as they wish and marry whom they love.
Oh, and they do it in the worst ale-soaked, stench-ridden holes of equity of all England. Is that what you would choose? Come to your senses. While I, the King of England, spend my days in the sober business of state, you're out gaming and drinking and in the company of the basest women imaginable.
And who do you suppose has the better time?
Oh, save your twisted wit for your drunken companions. As far as I'm concerned, you can go back to them. Maybe you do belong there.
Is that what you want?
For now, I want you anywhere that's out of my sight.
Henry, you don't mean that.
I most certainly. God's blood. Who told my court to assemble? Who's responsible for this?
Henry, control your temper.
You don't have the slightest respect for yourself. You should at least. Who called my court?
Well, it's the festivities called upon by Alphonse. He said there'd be a celebration. Where is Alphonse?
Gone to hell, I hope. This is an outrage.
Henry, if you don't lower your voice.
This is your fault, Prince of Wales.
In the glory days of King Richard.
Out! Out! I'm in no humor for amusement. Go sing about this. God's blood.
Oh, this is so unnecessary.
It would appear that the king is upset.
Oh, I wish I could share in your levity, my liege, but seeing England's future imperiled is not my idea of a jest.
Don't take him to heart.
Oh, trust me, I don't.
Why do you do it, Hal?
Why do I do it? Well, the short answer is that it's an abundance of good health, an abundance of an appetite for life, and the fact that I can do practically anything I want and get away with it.
I wonder if we should fear for England's future.
In truth, no. It will not be so when I am king. No, on that noble day, all the freedoms I enjoy will be taken away from me, one and all. And if I spend my present time wisely, perhaps I'll be ready for that burden. For now, I admit I have more appetite for life than most men, and far less time to enjoy it. Call it the last meal of a condemned man. I do not elect to be served porridge! Goodbye to old conventions, 'cause it's a brand new day. Announcing my intentions, gonna live it all the way. A life more alive, a new kind of drive. I'll seize every whim and make it flower. Exude in the mood a kind of power. I'll live grand adventure. No laws to abide, a yearning inside. Announce to the stars my restless spirit. A glorious call and all will hear it. I'll live the grand adventure. There's only the now, so make it shine. Alive with the drive of greater passion so sublime. The dream to inspire a deep inner fire. I won't miss my goal, not now or ever. Embracing the flames of new endeavor and choose the way of having it all. Why live one life when there's 1,000? Blow the freedom of a gypsy, explore the most dangerous sea, seek a fortune and travel spree. Why, know the crafty tenseness of a thief. Yes, father, a thief. Live a life that I could only ever have imagined. Live the danger, hide in the shadows, a simple misstep away from the gallows. To live by my wits and conquer time. To dream in a year a wider wisdom so divine. To climb to the top, beyond every stop, and be the first to see that brightest sunrise. The view of the day, noble one prize. I'll live the grand adventure, the glorious adventure. I'll live the grand adventure.